In this video, I'm going to spend $500 upgrading 2 of my subscribers' FC Mobile accounts. As always, my goal for the upgrades is to pack and buy the best players possible to help them on their FC Mobile journey. We have $250 to spend on each, so I'm curious to see which one will come out on top, which one will have the better upgrade, but with that being said, let's get into it. Alright, here we are on my first subscriber's account, and as we can see, they have a really good looking account, 21,000 gems in here, a couple million coins, but most importantly, their team is 115 overall. And if you look at it, they have a ton of really good players. With a team like this, there's not too much that you can upgrade, but there are a couple positions that they do need better players in, like striker, goalkeeper, right back, and so those are going to be the ones that we target today. But in the end, I really hope that after the $250 we spend, we will at least hit 117 overall, but maybe we could get max overall. That's the goal. So of course, with every account to upgrade, the first thing to do is to buy the star pass, as they've completed it all the way, but don't have the premium rewards yet. Alright, I've purchased a star pass, and now we could get all the rewards out of here. A lot of them are going to be FC points, gems, shards, and whatnot, but of course we're also going to get that 115 rated Lampard that will be a direct upgrade for the team. But we also do get a couple tradable players as well, so hopefully they are decent so that we could go and sell them in the market to make a few coins for this upgrade. But our biggest player, of course, is going to be that Lampard. The game's really glitchy today. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, 1500 FC points. We get the footyverse shards and a lot more. So I've cleared out the bench for now. They could always bring those players back in, but let's make our first upgrade to the team and put in Lampard for Pirlo. Still at a 115, but once we get some better defenders and maybe a better striker, we should be getting closer to the max overall. So that's a decent start, but let's now get into buying some other things, and the first thing we're going to buy is 20,000 FC points. There you go. We now have the 20,000 FC points, and we're going to use these on a bunch of these packs in store, including the new UEFA Champions League packs where we could get Kylian Mbappe 113 overall. That would be the goal. But before we get into these store packs, we do have the footyverse chain packs. So let's get into all these. I think we're guaranteed a 111 to 113 at some point, but hopefully along the way we're able to get quite a few good players for the team, and if we can't use them in the team, they could go in for shards. But first pack here, we get a Danish right back icon. Wait, I have no clue who this is. Laudrup. On a 107 to 113, we get 112 rated Laudrup. That is outrageous. So there you go. Right away, we have a new upgrade for the team. He's going straight in because their current right back, I believe, is 110 rated, maybe 109. So wow, what a start. All right, we now have a 108 to 113 guaranteed. We do get another walkout, which is pretty crazy. We get Colombia this time. Center back. Wait, hold on. There's no way we're getting this kind of luck. 112 rated Cordoba. So we have a 107 to 113 and a 108 to 113, and we get 2 112s. That is crazy. Okay, we have another 108 to 113. Can we keep the streak going? No, we can't, but it was bound to end. We now have a free 106 to 113. If we could get a walkout out of this one, that means this account is juiced. We don't, but that's okay. We got Papillon. We now have our first player pick, 107 to 113. Do we get a big player out of here? It is glitched. Okay, 109, 107, and 107. We will take the 109 though, as he will be decent for shards. Here's another 107 to 113. Can we repeat our first pack and get a 112? No, we cannot. All right, we finally have our first big pack, 109 to 113, so a walkout guaranteed, but who's going to be our walkout? Oh wait, is that Al? No, okay. Never mind. I actually have no clue who this is. Alright, it's the guy that we just got in the player pick. I didn't even recognize him, but 109, we will take that. We are now back to the 107 to 113. Can we get someone good? We do get a walkout. Wow. This streak has been very lucky. We get Italy this time. Center back, Nesta? No. Okay, Milan, no clue who this is. Gabbia, okay. Now we have a 110 to 113, so this one should guarantee us a very good player. If not, for the team, for shards, we get Spain, striker from Espanyol, okay. Not going to be someone we put into the team, but we will take it. Here's another 107 to 113 free pack. Can we keep staying lucky and get another walkout on this one? We do not this time. All right, we are now really getting into the big packs. 110 to 113 player pick. Who do we get out of here? We get Kanu, okay, Sule, and Pavard. Now, if I remember correctly, Nakata is their center attacking mid, so they don't need Kanu or Sule. Instead, I'm going to go for Pavard. They might not even need him at center back, but he's probably the best option. Next up is a 108 to 113 with some rank points. We're getting a lot of those so far, but we do get another walkout. Okay, we're getting pretty lucky here. We get to Argentina this time. Striker. Icon. Wait. Okay, Are these new icons everywhere? Yeah, Crespo. Okay. We haven't got Crespo in an event in a long time, if I'm not mistaken. So, decent player, really good in game, to be honest. His stats are amazing. 130 pace, 131 shooting, and 132 dribbling. With that physical, 4-star, 4-star, he's a great card, but of course, he's not going to overtake their current Argentinian that's at striker, which is, of course, Julian Alvarez. But let's now get into this 111 to 113. Packs like this, of course, guarantee you a crazy player, but if we could get the highest overall of 113, that would be amazing. We get Spain this time, center attacking mid from Leverkusen. We get 111 rated Grimaldo. So a bit of a position change, but his card does look pretty decent. Next up, we have a guaranteed walkout for free, 109 to 113. Can we get another 112 to 113? We already have a couple, but can we add on to that amount? We get Algeria, I believe, goalkeeper. I'm not sure what team that is, but can it be a 110 at least? No. All right, we are now at the second biggest pack. We have the 111 to 113 player pick. Can we get a 113 out of here, EA? We get Crespo again, Fabregas, and Gattuso. Wow, this is a really good lineup, I gotta say. All great icons, but I think we have to go for Fabregas being a new hero. There you go. He's been added to the club. Here's a free 110 to 113, so we can get pretty lucky out of here. We get Sweden, okay. Is it going to be Larson? Yeah, of course. Okay. We will take it though. 110, not bad at all. But now for the biggest pack of the streak, if I'm not mistaken, 112 to 113. Can we just get a 113 EA for the team? A straight upgrade. We get England, okay. Promising. Right mid, it's going to be Beckham. No, hero. Is it McManaman? Yes, okay, it is 112 rated. I forgot he was in this event. We will take it. We do have one final 110 to 113 though, so let's get into this, and then we're going to get into upgrading the account and then getting some other stuff here. We get Argentina center attacking mid is going to be Sule, 110 rated, yeah. And the final thing here is the 800 FC points, some coins, and then some gems. So after those packs, we surprisingly have quite a few upgrades to make. The first one is Fabregas in for Lampard. Of course, he's not ranked up, but he is 1 rating higher. We also have Cordoba. We'll put him in for the left center back. He is 2 ratings higher. And then finally, of course, we have a new right back. Their current one is 110. Laudrup is 112. We don't have any rank ups on these players yet, which is why we haven't moved in overall, but once we do, we should be at least at 116 overall, maybe even 117 by now. So that is a great start to things, and on top of that, we also have tons of players that we could put into the exchange for shards. Now they already have 400, oh wait, no, okay, we got some shards already from the star pass, but they were already at, I think, 400, maybe 450 shards, but now with all these players we just got from these packs, we're gonna have well over 1,000, probably closer to 1,500, and by the end of this pack opening that we're gonna do, we will definitely be able to get one of the best players from those exchanges. But before we get into these footyverse packs, we do have some other things that we want to do first. And the first pack that I want to open is this guaranteed Champions Elite pack. We are guaranteed a 111 to 113 of many different events. Hopefully we can get a decent player out of here. This pack does cost quite a few FC points, but I think it will be worth it. Let's get into it. Can we manage to get a 112 to 113? That will help upgrade the team. First off, which event? Captain's event, okay. Cristiano Ronaldo. Please. Oh my. We just got CR7 greatest captains, Cristiano Ronaldo. That is amazing. Now, of course, he's not really going to be an upgrade for the team, but we just got the GOAT, one of the icons of football. And you know what? He's actually an upgrade on Rodrigo. I didn't realize that. So Rodrigo is a 109 at base. No, sorry, he's like 111, but because his position changed right now, he's currently at a 113. So we're going to put in Cristiano. Once again, no change in overall, but he will be a higher base overall than Rodrigo. And actually, we could put Rodrigo in at striker, as that is his second position, so he's a 117 up there, which is perfect. So now all we really need is a better goalkeeper, better right center back, better left back, and then maybe we go for better left wing, even though we have Cristiano. But now that we've added those players into the team, let's get into some other packs. We're going to start off with the UEFA Champions League pack. We have our daily one. I'm going to spend some of the gems that we got today. So we're going to get a, what was that, 107 to 113 guaranteed. Can we get a walkout? We do not. That's okay. 107 rated, but we do have a few other packs that we could do here to try to get that Kylian Mbappe, with the first one being the 108 to 113 guaranteed. So not a guaranteed walkout, but can we see a walkout here, EA? Please, crossing our fingers. No, we don't. We got 108 rated Dest. That is not what you want to see. They do have some unlimited packs here, so I'm going to spend the final 10,000 gems that we got today on 4 of these packs to see if they're actually half decent. If they're not, we're going to move on to other events. We do get a walkout. Can we see France, please? France for Mbappe. No, we see Spain. Okay. Center back, though. Arsenal. Wait. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot they had this guy. Apparently he's actually decent, but unfortunately none of these players are going to upgrade the team. Alright, so those packs were not great, and I would keep getting into these unlimited bundles, but there's no way to exchange players for shards to then get better players, so for now we're gonna leave these, and I'm also gonna leave the CONMEBOL packs for now. Let's get into the footyverse to see if we could get some big players from this week. Of course, the biggest player being Kvaratskhelia, left wing. If we get him, he would fit the team perfectly, but really any 112 to 113, or actually any 113 we will take. They will fit right into the team. We get, is that going to be Larson again? Okay, 110 rated Larson, not the player you want to see, but of course these guys will go for shards. We also got Kluivert as well. I'm almost happy that we did not get Kluivert because he is a Johan Cruyff troll. Cruyff would be great to get, even though they do have Nakata, but let's get into the second pack, 110 to 113. We get 2 of these. Can we get a, no, not Larson again. Okay, alrighty. Keep giving us Larson. I swear I've packed this guy at least 20 times in this event. We also get Pepe, but nobody that will really upgrade the team. We do have, however, the Footyverse 10 pack C, where we're going to get quite a few different players. So let's hope that we could get at least one 112 or higher rated player out of here. Of course, we are getting walkouts guaranteed. Don't be Larson again. EA, why? Why do you have to do this? They always do this thing where they increase the pack weight on like 1 or 2 players, so you pack them all the time. But at the end of the day, though, we can't complain too much because they are good for shards. We also got Højlund out of there, not too bad. We now have the 108 to 113 guaranteed. This is our daily pack for Footyverse. We don't get a walkout, we get 108. Let's get into Footyverse pack D though, or Footyverse 10 rather. Same thing as the other pack that we opened. Can we get another walkout? Or we're guaranteed 1 walkout. Can we get a 112 or higher? We get goalkeeper? No, center mid, okay. I believe this guy's 110. Never mind, not even. 109 rated Højlund. We also get Bernardeschi and Gabia. Oh wow, 4 109s. We will take that, even though that pack wasn't great. We just got a ton of shards. So not the best start, but now we have a few big packs. We have the 109 to 113 guaranteed, and then the 110 to 113. And then we could get into some unlimited bundles as well. We get Brazil here, hold on, right back. Roma, okay, not going to be who I thought. 109 rated Wesley, but as I was saying, we still can get some crazy players out of here. So can we manage to get 113 out of these remaining packs? Please, EA. We get French this time, promising. Center back, okay. Oh no, it's gonna be Pavard, but 111 though, 111, we will take that. Here is the 110 to 113. Can we get Kvaratskhelia? EA, please show us the Georgia flag. That would be amazing. Can we do it? No, we get US this time though. Center mid, hero. Is it going to be Howard? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, Team Howard, 110 rated. Very good at rating, but he is clunky in game because he is actually a goalkeeper. So he's definitely not going to make the team. So those are the big packs out of the way. Let's go make some upgrades for the team, check out our shard amount, and then we could get into some more packs. But as of right now, I think we are on track to at least hit 117 overall. So no upgrades we can make for the team, but let's put all these players into the exchange and see how many shards we have. So all of the players that we've got so far, not including Lampard, we have 1,780 shards, which is way more than I was expecting. So when we exchange these, we are now up to 2,349 shards, which means we're at least going to get to like 3,000, meaning we could get 2 max players in this event. That's way better than I was expecting, and it does allow us to get some crazy players like Cafu, Eden Hazard. Of course, we could just go and get Kvaratskhelia if we want. We also have the option of Alphonso Davies 113. I mean, look at that card, it is broken. And then they already have Hullet claimed as well as Nesta, although Nesta's not on their team, so I don't know where he went. But we'll still have the option of like Dalglish, Schmeichel, a lot of great players. So this upgrade might shape into something very special, but now that we've opened up all the biggest packs, let's do a couple tradable packs to see if we could get a decent amount of coins to buy a better player off the market. The best player I got out of this pack before was Dalglish. Let's see who we get this time. Germany, right wing, from Liverpool. Is who? Oh my, Verts is a right wing. I didn't even realize that for this event. 110 rated Verts. How much does he go for? 300 million coins. His card looks pretty good. The only downside of him is the fact that he is right-footed instead of left-footed, but wow. We will for sure sell him off though. This account's pretty juiced. So far we've gotten some pretty crazy players, but let's get into the next 107 to 113. This time we don't get a walkout. We get 30 million coins. We still have the 106 to 113s though. We might as well do these to see if we can get some good coins. We don't get a walkout again. We get a 107 this time though. We will take that. 30 million coins. And then let's get into the second one of these packs. We do get a walkout. Wow. We are getting really lucky today. We get Croatia this time. Wait. Center mid. Manchester City. Kovacic. 109 rated? Yeah, okay. We will take that. 113 million coins. Wow, so 2 walkouts out of those packs is very good. We still have the 105 to 113. This one's really unlikely to get a walkout, but oh, nah, this account is cracked. This account is juiced. Spain, goalkeeper. We just got De Gea. He's got to be like a 110, right? 112. Oh my. So he would actually be an upgrade on the Donnarumma that they have, but how much does he go for? 5.3 billion. Nah, this account is too much. We just got a 5.3 billion coin player out of a 105 to 113 pack. This is a joke. His stats are absolutely outrageous. He should sell for that. Okay, not quite. If we want to sell him, we probably have to rank him up, which is no problem at all, but he might actually be the new starting keeper. Although for 5 billion coins, we could get essentially 2 like maxed out center backs or 2 maxed out positions, so I think we have to sell him off if we can. Alright, so I ranked him up 3 times and he might be able to sell for the 5.34 billion coins. He does sell for 1 billion coins more if I were to rank him up more, but I gotta save the rank up points. If he doesn't sell though, he's gonna be the new starting keeper as he is really good in game. Obviously that's why he has such a high price tag. Plus he'll already be ranked up, so that will help us out with the overall. But let's now go and sell off the final few players. All right, everyone's been listed, but now that we've done that, let's get into the final few packs here of this event. Now we could get into this box, but I always think it's a waste of FC points, so we're not going to do that. We are going to do this one CONMEBOL pack. Even though we're not going to get a crazy player, we will get some shards as well as rank up points, so that is crucial. And we're going to take one shot at hitting someone like a Marcelo, Riquelme, Zico, any of those guys. So can we get a walkout, EA? No, we cannot. Okay, this account is juiced, so you never know, but at least now my subscriber has those shards and has a bit of a start with the CONMEBOL event. But now that it's out of the way, let's get into some of these unlimited bundles. We will do either 5 or 10 at a time, looking to get high rated players for at least shards, or if not, a replacement in the team. We don't get a walkout in our first 10. Wow, that is an unlucky batch for sure. Let's get into another batch of 10 packs. Can we get something decent, EA, please? Can we get at least a walkout? Yes, we do. Okay, promising. Who do we get out of here though? Not Larson again, EA. Okay, I'm not gonna complain. We will take the 110. But I think this is like what, our 7th Larson so far? That's just crazy. Let's get into another 10 packs so to see if we could get some luck here. If we could get back-to-back walkouts, that would be amazing. We do not. Okay, that's not good. We're gonna do another batch of 10 packs and then we're gonna see where we're at and see if we could spend our FC points on something else that's even better. We don't get a walkout again. Alright, so let's put all the players into the exchange to see where we're now at, because I don't think it's gonna be too much. So with Lampard, we'd be at another 600 shards. Without him, we're at 470. I want to get to at least 3,000, so we're now at 200, or not 200, 2,800 shards, which is very good. Let's try to get to 3,000. And to do that, we're going to open up some more unlimited bundles. I'm going to do one pack here to get rid of that 200 FC points, and then maybe we'll do 10 in a row, so we get nothing out of here, we get Papillon. But let's get into 10 more packs. EA, please. Can we get someone decent to end off the pack opening? We do get a walkout. Okay. Can it be a 113? We get Hungary, okay. Striker, Hero, Berbatov. It's gonna be Berbatov, right? Yeah, 111 rated Berbatov. We will take that. We also get our guy Larson, of course, but his card looks pretty decent. Of course, he's not going to be the starting striker. We won't put him into the team, but we will take that. And I'm sorry, it wasn't Hungary, it was Bulgaria. I knew I screwed that up. Same colors, I believe, but different flags. So with that pack, though, we now have another 270 shards, which means we're currently at 3,089 shards. I will leave Lampard there just in case my subscriber wants to use him, but But with 3,000 shards, we're now guaranteed to get quite a few really good players. But before we do that, let's check to see what players have sold. So everybody except for De Gea, which is to be expected. If we somehow manage to sell him though, that would be a crazy upgrade for our team. So we have 3,000 shards, and now we have to go get players for the team. Now to hit max overall, we're going to have quite a few 113s and only 1 or 2 111s or 112s, so we can't keep Van Dijk in the team or Donnarumma. Ideally, we get better center mids as well, but I think what might be more realistic here is that we hit 117 at least. But to do that, I will have to get some of these rank up boosters, so I'm going to buy all of them now, and then that's going to be the final bit of the $250 spent. And actually, I completely forgot to do this. We have the welcome packs left, so we're actually not done the pack opening quite yet. These are still within the budget. I'd planned this out, I just forgot to open these. We will get some FC points out of here, so maybe we'll do a couple more unlimited bundles, but we're also going to get players. We don't get anybody crazy out of here, only a 108, but with the 3,000 shards we already have, we're pretty much locked in for the players we need, although we could always use another 113 out of these packs. Now these packs only have players from week 1, so Davies and guys like that are what we're looking for. We get, can that be Chiellini? No. Okay, Milano. It's not going to be him, it's going to be Gabia. But as I was saying, we could get Cruyff, Chiellini, Jay-Z, and Davies, although we do not want Jarzinho as they already have them. But any of those flags will work, so let's get into it. EA, can you give us a 113? We would appreciate that. Any of those 4 flags? No. We're going to get Striker, it's going to be Forrest. What's the guy's name again? I can't remember. Wood. 111 rated though. Very good rating. So not quite what we wanted, but that's okay. We got a couple more rank up points there, which is very good. But let's put in those final players into the exchange and see how many shards we are left with. Yeah, 3,000 and essentially 300 shards roughly. That is very good. So now that we have that taken care of, I think we have to go and get some players out of here. The players that I'm currently looking at are Kvaratskhelia. Even though Cristiano Ronaldo is amazing, Kvaratskhelia for rating would be important. Even Eden Hazard for rating, because he's only 1,000 shards actually. Although if we compare the stats, 141 pace, 125 shooting, 138 dribbling, I don't think Hazard is as good. 144, 126, never mind. His physicals are worse, of course, by like 20 points, which is quite a bit, and he doesn't have the 5-star, but we might have to go for Eden Hazard, because that card does look very good. We will think about it though. The other players we definitely need a better center back and maybe a better goalkeeper if we do not keep De Gea. So maybe we go for someone like Chiellini there for 1,000 shards. Alright, so I just spent like 20 minutes thinking about what are the best players to get out of here, and I think I've decided on the players that we are going to get for the team. So we have 3,250 shards, which is great. That's a ton, and there's tons of players we could get out of here. We could go for the really big guys like the Johan Cruyff, the Alphonso Davies, Dalglish, Schmeichel, all these really big guys, but I think it's better to go for a more functional team and some of the best players meta-wise in their position. So in saying that, the first thing we're going to do is for overall, and then we're going to go for really good players. Now, Chiellini is very good if we look at the stats, 115, 143, 135, but there are a couple better center backs than him in game, although we are going to go for him in the team. Now, unfortunately, they already claimed Nesta, but Nesta's not on their account, so I don't know what happened there. But Chiellini will be a very welcome addition to the team, and if we had more coins, I would go for a different center back, but regardless, Chiellini will fit into the team really well, and he is a 113, which will be a very big upgrade on the Van Dijk that they currently have in there. So we're down to a 114, but that's only because of rank ups. I've also decided to take De Gea off the market. They can always sell it. My subscriber could always sell him if they want. He's by far the most expensive keeper aside from Courtois in the game. So later on, they could sell him if they wanted, buy someone like Schmeichel, who's very good, but like 2 billion coins less, and then go and buy a different player as well. So that's up to my subscriber. They could do what they want, but for now, we're going to have De Gea in the team, as he is stat-wise one of the best keepers in the game as well. Before we go and claim anybody else, we're also going to put Cole in at left back. They're currently running with Roberto Carlos, but we're going to put Cole there for overall as well. The next player we're going to go for is in a position that you might think we don't need to upgrade, but I think will actually be a really important upgrade, and that's going to be center mid or center attacking mid, depending on how my subscriber wants to use him. So Hamsik is one of the best all-round center mids or midfielders in the entire game, 113 overall. But if we look at the stats, 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, the best traits for a midfielder: great pace, great passing, dribbling, and insane physical and great defending. He could do everything in game. And for 1000 shards, I think he is an absolute steal. So we're going to put him in at the center mid position for now. Actually, we'll swap them around just for rating because Nakata will still keep his rating, but I think this midfield trio of Nakata, who's more nimble, agile, and great at attacking. As we could see here, his dribbling stats and everything are out of this world. Great shooting as well. He will be amazing going forward. Hullet is going to be an absolute beast as always because he is Hullet. And then Hamsik will be that very important box-to-box all-around midfielder. And so this midfield is going to be one of the best in the game. If we kept Fabregas in the team, as you could see, incredible stats, but 3-star weak foot, and he would be more similar to Nakata, and I think it's important to have a different player in the team. Now, we could also have gone for Makalele, but I think using the 4-3-3 attack is what my subscriber wants, so I'm going to leave it at that. So that is the second to last upgrade, but of course the final upgrade we're going to make is at the left wing position. Yes, we have CR7 there, but there are 2 players in game that we could get in this position that will be better, and if my subscriber really wanted to, they could always play CR7 up top because he is incredible as striker, which of course leaves us with the choice of Kvaratskhelia or Hazard. And what I did this time was I actually reached out to my subscriber to see who they would choose, and they said maybe Hazard. It is a tough choice between the two, and I've seen a lot of people say they're pretty even. Kvarat's very good, Hazard's very good, but a lot of people have really enjoyed Hazard's dribbling, and with the new yearly update, dribbling has been very important. And of course, because my subscriber said Hazard, we're going to go for Hazard, but let's add him into the team. He will be our new left wing, and then once we've done that, we can get the rank ups done, and that's going to be the end of this account's upgrade. And I gotta say, it's going to be really hard to top this upgrade because the players that we've packed today and the team that we have built is just outrageous. So Hazard is now into the team. Let's now rank up a bunch of these players to try to hit the max overall possible. Alright, so already with 5 rank ups, we're at 116 overall. And now with a couple more rank ups plus swapping back in Roberto Carlos instead of Cole, we have reached 117 overall. Now I could keep ranking up their players and try to get a higher overall, but I already know I don't have enough rank up points to hit max overall of 118. So with that said, I'm going to leave this account upgrade at that. Of course, it's important to keep in mind they still have De Gea that they could sell, buy a 113 ready keeper, which is even higher than De Gea, and then go out and buy another great player in game. But aside from that, we have taken them in today's video from 115 to 117, which is a pretty big jump, and I think the team they have now is extremely meta. So this is going to be the first upgrade done. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and we'll see in the second half of this video if the second upgrade is better or worse than what we have done here today. So let's hop into that right now. Alright, so we are now on the second subscriber's account, and as we can see, they have a great amount of coins, 1.3 billion, but only a 108 overall team, and this is the team that they are rocking with. Most of these players are beginner players, but they do have someone crazy in here, and that is a tradable Messi, plus that 1.3 billion. So I'm not sure if this account is new or whatnot. They also haven't played any of the Star Pass, so what I'm going to do is, on this one, I'm going to do something a little bit different. Instead of spending money on the Star Pass, because I don't want to waste FC points to get all the way up to Lampard, I'm just going to spend the same amount of money on FC points. So just like the other account, I'm going to buy 20,000 FC points, and I just got another 4,000 in lieu of the Star Pass. But of course, just like the other account, let's get into the footyverse chain packs to see if we could get any crazy players out of here. So on the other account, we got a 112 player out of here right out the gate. Let's see if we could get a similarly good player. This time, no, we cannot. That's okay though, we still have tons of great packs to get into, so let's now do the 108 to 113. Can we get our first walkout? Yes, we can. Okay. Can it be a big player? I don't know why the game is glitched. All right, we are finally into the pack. Who do we get? We get Spain. Okay. Center attacking mid. From Bayern, okay, we're starting off with a 111 rated Grimaldo. That's very good. So that's an upgrade for the team already. He's, I think, the same level as Messi, but it is what it is. We just got Pavard there out of our 108 to 113. But unlike the last subscriber who we did the upgrade for, they didn't want anyone in particular, whereas this one would love to get Johan Cruyff. So if we could get Cruyff today, that would be amazing. We don't get anything here out of the 106. But as I was saying, Johan Cruyff would be amazing, even though pretty much any big player would be an upgrade on the team, as they only are 108 overall. Let's get into this player pick though. We get a 109, 107, and 107. Let's go for the 109 Højlund. We should be able to get a better player than that though. Next up, we have a 107 to 113. Can we get another walkout? No, we cannot. We are finally into the bigger packs though, 109 to 113, so a guaranteed walkout. Can it be a big player? We get Italy. Okay, center back maybe. Can it be Chiellini? No, it's going to be Gabby once again. Another 109. We will take it. Next up, we have another free 107 to 113. It is going to be a new player because we got that XP upgrade, but unfortunately, it's not going to be a walkout. Next, we have a 110 to 113. Once again, another guaranteed walkout. This time, can it be a really big player though? Can it be Schweinsteiger? No, it's going to be Wirtz, 110 rated. We will take that. That's a big upgrade on their current right wing. Here we have another free 107 to 113. Can we get a walkout EA? No, we do not. This one is exciting. It's a 110 to 113 player pick. Can we get a 113 this time? I think we got 110s on the other account. We got two 111s, and I think the best one out of these two is going to be Pacho. There you go. The free packs are now getting better. We now have a 108 to 113, so could be a guaranteed walkout. Okay, it is a walkout. Good. Can we get a 110 plus? We get Norway. Okay. Oh, it's going to be a Rise or Rees. I always screw up his name. 112 rated though. That's a crazy upgrade. So far, these chain packs might be better than the first account, which I didn't think was possible. Let's see if it gets even better here with a 111 to 113 guaranteed. We get Denmark. Okay. Goalkeeper Schmeichel. Oh my, we just got a 113. I don't think we got a 113 on the other account. 113 rated Schmeichel though, that's amazing. All right, our free pack is going to be a guaranteed walkout now. 109 to 113. Come on, we already got a 113. That's amazing. If we could get two out of here, that would be crazy. Don't be Schmeichel again. Center mid this time, okay. It's going to be 109 rated Hoyland. We will take that. We're approaching the end of this chain though. 111 to 113 player pick. Who do we get? A 111, a 113 Dalglish and Cafu. Oh my. I didn't think the last account would be outdone, but we might actually be able to outdo it. These players are crazy. Now Cafu would be a great choice, but I think we have to go for Dalglish. He's just one of the best strikers in the game. There you go. He's been added to the club. Our next free pack is a 110 to 113, so guaranteed to be a very good player. Please EA, can we get someone good? We get England this time. Okay, center back, is that going to be Rio? No, it's going to be 112 rated King. Very good as well though. This team is going from a 108 to like 115 very quickly. We are now at the biggest pack though, 112 to 113. Can we get a third 113? That would be outrageous. We get Spain. Center mid is going to be Fabregas. Very good player though. We will take it. But we now have the final pack, 110 to 113 of these chain packs here. Please, can we get our third 113? That's asking for a lot, I know. We get England. Okay, striker. Wait. Never mind. It's going to be Jamie Vardy. I think he's 111. 110. We will take it though. But with that, the chain packs are done and we have tons of upgrades to add to the team. That was probably the best chain pack we did out of the two. So I think so far this account is winning if this kind of luck continues. So Dalglish in the team, Schmeichel in the team. Fabregas is going to go in for Xavi. King will go in for Beckenbauer there. Rees will go in at left back. Pacho will be the right center back. Wirtz will be their new right wing. And I think that's going to be it for now. So we just went from a 108 to 112 already. So that is a great start, but let's now get into the welcome packs to get some more FC points, rank up points, and this time we are going to get a really good shot of hitting that Johan Cruyff because that's the only week that is currently in these packs. Can we get Cruyff out of these players? It's unlikely. We do get a walkout, okay, in our first pack. Who do we get here? Hold on. Center back, Skriniar. Okay, 111 rated, I want to say. Never mind, 109. Let's get into the second welcome pack, 109 to 113. So we are guaranteed a walkout. We get, is that going to be Howard? Yeah, 110 rated Tim Howard. We won't put him in the team, but he will be used for shards. Here is the final welcome pack though, 110 to 113. Come on, can we get another max overall? We're going to get striker. Crespo, okay, 111 rated Crespo. We will take that. Obviously, Dalglish is a main striker, but maybe we switch to a two-striker formation, or we put him into the exchange and get tons of shards. So overall, I would say those packs were successful. I will pick up these rank up boosters later near the end when we go to finalize the team, but with the 30,850 FC points that we now have, let's get into some packs in the store and see if we could get some of the crazy players from these different events. So we'll start off here with a 108 plus rated UEFA Champions League pack. Once again, we're trying to get that to Mbappe and we don't. Let's open up the daily pack though for 3,000 gems, see if we could get anything, and if not, we're going to leave the Champions League packs once again. Yeah, okay. So those packs seem to be duds. We might as well just spend most of our FC points here on the footyverse pack, so we'll get into another two of these 110 to 113 packs. We do get a bunch of tradable players there, which is good, especially for this account. It does seem a bit low on resources. I mean, 1.3 billion coins, but you know what I mean? Anyways, let's get into these packs. We're going to get Larson again. Okay, this guy is like haunting me. We're getting him in every single pack. Okay, who else did we get though? We get De Ketelaere. So unfortunately, we got 2 players in positions that we already have. Let's see though who we get out of the second guaranteed 2 110 to 113 pack. Can we get a 112 or higher? We get Brazil this time, right back maybe? No, CDM. Man U is going to be Casemiro. Okay, 112 rated Casemiro. And we got De Gea. Wow. So Casemiro is very good, but I'm not going to put him into the team because we are going to try to run a formation with the center attacking mid so that they could use Johan Cruyff, assuming we get him. But who do we get out of here? I'll finish my train of thought after. We get Switzerland, CDM. It's going to be Xhaka from Sunderland. Okay. What rating is he? 111 rated. We also get Guendouzi as well, so we're getting a lot of CDMs. Maybe we try to get to formation with multiple CDMs and a center attacking mid. We will have to see, but let's get into the second pack here. We're going to get 110 plus rated guarantees out of here. Who do we get? I actually have no clue who this is. Right wing Bournemouth. Oh, he's 110 rated, I believe. Never mind. Okay, sorry. 112. I was way off. 112 rated Semenyo. Okay, looks like a good player. And we get Berbatov as well as Pavard. This pack was very, very good. I think that guaranteed us only a 109 plus or 110 plus. But out of this pack, we got great cards. And this card here looks amazing. 5-star weak foot, so it doesn't matter that he's right-footed. Crazy pace, great dribbling, 4-star skill moves. I mean, that's a very, very good upgrade. Let's actually go over to the team and put these upgrades in right now before we carry on with anything else. So De Gea is going to be, oh wait, no, we have Schmeichel. I completely forgot that we packed him. That's crazy. Let's put Semenyo in at right wing. And actually, I think that's all we can do. Literally, there's no other upgrades we can make because all we have left to really upgrade is going to be center mid, right back, and left wing. Although we probably could put in Casemiro in at CDM, but that wouldn't change the rating. So we're just going to leave it there for now. So this is a great start. We definitely need a better right back and a better left wing. We already know there's a couple great left wings in this event that we can get. But before we get into exchanging players and looking at players for shards, we do have many packs to open in the store. So let's get into the 109 to 113 guarantees as well as the 110 to 113 guaranteed. Can we get a couple big players out of here? Maybe that would be awesome. We get Italy this time, right mid from, oh, it's going to be Bernadeschi. Okay, 109 rated, the base rating, but of course these players can be used for shards, so we will always take that. We are going to get into the second pack here where we do get a notification that we got a new player. So can it be a big player? We get Algeria like we did last time, goalkeeper. It's going to be the same player we got before. I think he was 109. Yes, he is. So not quite what we wanted out of there, but we still have a 110 to 113 pack to get into, hoping to get someone good. We will be guaranteed to get, I think, Johan Cruyff at this point. We should have enough shards, but no way, we got Kvaratskhelia. Oh my, we got 113 rated Kvaratskhelia. What a pull. This account has been incredible. I thought the last account was amazing, but this account might end up being better. The pulls today have been outrageous on both though. Let's add Kvaratskhelia into the team. We're now up to 113 and we haven't ranked up anybody. Now all we need is a better right back and a better center mid, but wow, this account is already coming along quite a bit. So we are done the untradeable big packs. Let's get into the tradable big packs. This is the one where we got De Gea on the last account. Can we get a walk out here? We do not. Okay, we get Papin, not the best, but any tradable players that we could get here that sell for a decent amount of coins we will take. We got a 108 there, so once again not the best. We have 2 106 pluses and then 1 105 to do. We're going to do all of them because might as well get as many coins as we possibly can. Who do we get out of here of the second 106 pluses? We'd finally get a walkout. Okay, can it be a big walkout? We get France this time. Okay, center back, it's going to be Pavard. I think he's probably only a couple 100 million coins, but he is a 111, so he could be a lot more. 700 million. Wow. So that's going to put the coin total up well over 2 billion coins, which is great to see. Let's get into this 350 FC point pack, though. This is one where we got De Gea before. We don't get a walkout this time. That's okay. But out of those packs, we got a lot of very good players. And we also have to keep in mind that the Messi that they currently have in their team is tradable. Now, you might think it wouldn't be a good idea to trade him off, but I think it might be worth it if we're going to get that Johan Cruyff, put him into that position. I mean, Messi could play right wing, but I think for overall, it would actually be better to sell him off, especially for the coins that he goes for, because he goes for 1.6 billion. But we will make that decision later on. So let's claim the coins we already have. We're now up to 2 billion coins. That's pretty good. And we still have 18,000 FC points left to finish off these packs. Now we do have a few options for big packs we could go for. I think we will do this one, the guaranteed 111 to 113 at some point. I will also make sure to
do one of these nation stories so that we could get a guaranteed really big player. But of course, the main packs we're going to go for are the footyverse here in a bit, although we should see how many shards we have so far. Okay, so without putting any of the really big players like the Xhaka, Grimaldo, De Gea, Crespo, Casemiro, we're still already getting 1,000 shards. So they already had 200 shards, so we're at 1250 now, which means we're very close to getting a Cruyff, and we are guaranteed a Cruyff just so long as we put all these players into the exchange, which we likely will do at the end of all the packs. But it's good to know at least that we've already secured the player that they really want. And now that we've done that, let's get into some of these big packs. So let's do the 111 to 113. Can we get a 113? I think on the last account we got a 111. Yeah, we got Cristiano Ronaldo on the last account. What event we get? Okay, we get a footyverse. Can that be right back? Right wing, we get Rodrigo. Okay, I blanked. We got 112 rated Rodrigo. We already have Semenyo, but maybe Rodrigo would be better in that position. I'm not quite sure. Let's quickly compare the stats. We have Rodrigo has a little bit better shooting, passing, but way less physical, one less dribbling, and one less pace. And I think, if I remember correctly, Semenyo has a 5-star weak foot, right? Yeah, he does. So as good as Rodrigo looks, I think we will have to put him into the exchange because we can't even add him to a different attacking position as we have 113s in the other two. So he will definitely go into the exchange, and we're going to have to probably work towards getting a better right back and a better center mid, because for the most part, that's all we're looking for. And then of course that Johan Cruyff. So we still have 14,500 gems. So as I said I would do before, the next thing we're going to get into is 10 of these packs here. We are going to get a bunch of shards, and most importantly, we will get this 112 to 113 player pick, where we're going to pick a player that will go right into the center mid position when ranked up, and that of course is going to be the 113 rated Nakata. He is incredible as an attacking center mid, but will also be great as a center mid as well. So when ranked up, he won't lose any overall, which is perfect. And now all that we really need is a better right back, and I believe Cafu he's not this week, he's last week. But regardless, if we get decent players out of here, they will definitely work well in the team. Let's get into this grind of these final packs. We're going to get into probably a total of 60 of these. We'll spend all of our FC points on these unlimited bundles. We get Denmark, Striker, Napoli. It's going to be Højlund, 112, right? Never mind, 110, but we'll still take that. But as I was saying, we're going to spend all our FC points on these packs because I do think it's worth it to get as many shards as possible. This is the final week of the event. Might as well go for the best players out of it. We get another walkout in the next 10. We get Italy this time. Center back, can it be Chiellini? No, it's going to be Gabby once again. 109 rated, or Gabbia rather. Will it be possible for us to get a 113 out of these final packs? You never know. We're getting 3 walkouts in a row so far though. Hamsik, please. No. Okay. It's going to be Skriniar, 109 rated. I think Hamsik and Skriniar are from the same nation, I hope. I always get confused with those flags. I think they might not be. But anyways, if we could get him or Schweinsteiger, that would complete our midfield. And then we could sell off the Messi. That would be perfect, honestly. So we don't get a walkout out of the next 10 packs. That's okay, but we got a lot of 108s. We have 20 packs left that we could do. We're going to spend all of our FC points on these, and then we'll buy the rank up points, and that's going to be it. We do get a walkout here, though. Who's it going to be? No way we got Kvara twice. Oh my. What are the odds that we pack 2 Kavaras? That's outrageous. That does mean, though, that we can get another 113 out of here. No, okay, we get a 109. But still, 2 Kvaratskelias is outrageous. But we only have 2,000 FC points left, so let's get into the final 2,000. Can we get a walkout to end it off? Yes, we do. Can it be another 113? We've got crazy cards so far. It's going to be Gervinho, right? Yes, okay. That's a very, very good pull. Gervinho is a crazy pace demon in this game, always has been. Stats aren't as good, so we will put him into the exchange, but what a pull we got there. All right, so if we put all of our players in for shards, we get a total of 2,000 shards. Now, of course, we have a lot of 112s and the dupe Kvara that we could just keep, and my subscriber could try out themselves, so I'm not going to put them in quite yet, but if we end up needing those shards, then we'll definitely put those players in, but for now, we're going to put in all these players here, exchange it for another 1,210 shards. We are now up to just shy of 2,500, which is amazing, and the first player we're going to get right out the gate is, of course, Johan Cruyff for my subscribers. So he's, of course, going to replace the Messi that they currently have. We're going to sell the Messi so that we have about 3.5 billion coins, and then from there, we could go and buy a really, really good player for this account. that I already have in mind. So Johan Cruyff added to the account. There you go. He's been added to the team. We just lost a rank, but that's just because of the rank ups. And I'm going to training transfer all of that training over to Johan Cruyff. Now, of course, if my subscriber is a massive Messi fan, they could always just sell off the player that I'm going to buy and buy him back. But for now, we are going to sell off Messi for, we'll try to get 1.7 billion out of him. If we can't do that, then we'll just sell him for the 1.6. While we wait for him to sell and while I think about other players to get, I am going to put a bunch of these players into the exchange so that we get some guaranteed coins here, make things a bit easy. I think Mbappe might sell for more than 3 million, and I think the rest are good. But there you go, we just got another 99 million that we could add to our pool of coins for a really big upgrade. But now that we've done that, we got to focus on getting another upgrade for the team, and I do have one in mind already because I forgot that we have still 1200 of these shards in this nation story event. Now I might actually leave a lot of these for a different nation for my subscriber. They could always just get a new player because there will likely be a 113 for every nation that gets added. But if we need a right back, worst case scenario, we'll go for Sugawara. He is only a 109, but he's an option. Okay, so the Messi ended up selling for 1.6 million. I had to sell it for cheaper. So we're now up to 3.5 billion. And with those coins, we could get a 113 or a 112 that would really help the team. Of course, we need a better right back. I think we do need one better center mid and of course a better center back. So I already have a rough idea or a rough plan in mind of who we're going to go for, and to do that we're going to have to put in some of these big players that we got. So I know De Gea is very meta, we will leave him out for now, and Kvaratskhelia is of course a duplicate, so we'll have to put him in, but let's put all these players in. This will take us up to just over 1500 shards, I think exactly 1600, and with these shards we're going to get one of the best players in the entire game. And the player I'm going to go for is Ruud Gullit for 1500 shards. Now of course there are other positions that they probably could use a bigger upgrade in, but I'm very confident that if they have an insane midfield, which they would with Gullit, as well as an insane attack, the defense will take care of itself, and I think having Gullit will be integral for their playing. So Gullit's stats are outrageous across the board. Like, what a crazy card. Of course, Gullit, one of the greatest players to ever live, but let's get into it. 1500 shards, and then we have one other player that we're going to get from the exchange and one player to buy, and then from there we're going to try to rank up the team and get it to as high of a rating as possible. So 113 rated Ruud Gullit. What a player he is. We'll put him into the team. Nakata ranked up will keep his rating, so we're going to keep him there. But now that we've taken up Fabregas, I'm going to put him into the exchange, which takes us up to 280 shards, and I really did not want to put in De Gea, but we have Schmeichel. It's okay. We're going to put in De Gea because De Gea will allow us to get one really important player from the event. I forget what week he's from though. I believe it's week 3. Yes, okay, week 3. We are going to get Marcos Llorente at right back. Very good defensive right back, especially considering they have a more attacking right back on the left side. But we're going to add him into the team, especially for rating as well. He is a 111, which will be a big jump up from the 108 that they currently have. So let's put Llorente in at right back. They're still at a 112. We still need rank ups though. And of course, Nakata being out of position does carry him down a bit. But without buying anybody off the market, this is the team they currently have, which is what a change from the 108. It's outrageous. But let's now buy the one player off the market that we want to, and that's going to be the 107 rated Nesta. I'm actually a little bit low on coins right now, so what I'm going to do is use all of the shards, or sorry, all of the gems that we got from today, and we're going to put a bunch of them into these 100 plus rated packs to guarantee us a bunch of coins, and then we could go and buy the Nesta. So we did not get anybody crazy, but we did get a handful of players that will sell for the guaranteed 15 million coins. So we're going to get 90 million coins out of here right out the gate. I think we should be able to get a few more here in to try to get as close to that 200 million coin limit as possible. Yeah, okay, we got another 10 million coins there. That puts us up to 3.68 billion, but now we could go and sell these guys and get, I believe, a gold rank Nesta. I think the gold rank Nesta is only 100 million coins more at about 3.7. So I'm going to sell off all these players, and in a bit we should have enough coins to get the final player for our team. Alright, we can now get the Nesta gold ranked for 3.72 billion coins. Of course, as always, my subscriber can always sell off this card and buy a different card if they would like. But there you go, max rank Nesta, one of the best center center backs in the entire game has been added to the club, and we can put him in here for Pacho. I just realized I could have put Pacho into the exchange and not the De Gea before, but it is what it is. We have a new player into the team. We're now up to 114, and now the final thing to do is to rank up all of our players to try to see what max rating we can hit. And of course, to help with that, I'm going to buy these rank up boosters. Now, it's important to keep in mind that we still have 1200 of these shards, so my subscriber will be able to get at least one more 113 from that event later on, but for now, let's see what the max we could reach is with this account. And I forgot to say this before, but I think comparing the two accounts, this account definitely had better pack luck. So I think not only was it better with the chain pack, it was also better with the store packs. I mean, we packed what, 2 Kvaratskhelia, we packed a couple 113s, like things were crazy. But anyways, just with a few rank ups, we've already hit 115 overall. Let's see if we could get to 117. And with the final rank up points that I had left, we hit 116 overall. So I did rank up Nakata all the way so that he keeps his rating here. But I gotta say, this team looks outrageous, and when they rank him up even more and train them up, this team will be one of the most meta teams in the entire game. So on this account, we took the team from a 108 overall team to 116 with a very easy chance of hitting max overall once they rank everybody up, which of course nominally is a much better upgrade than the first one that we did, but overall is not everything. Let me know who you think won in the comment section down below, because in your guys' opinion, one team might play better than the other, one team might have better players than the other. I'm curious to hear your thoughts, but regardless, I think we did 2 amazing upgrades today. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys did as well. If you'd like a chance of me upgrading your account in the future, make sure to follow all the steps in the pinned comment down below. But with that being said, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like. If you're new, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.